Hello YouTubers, this is 777 Hard Forever coming at you with another highly anticipated and highly recommended commemorative model. Today I'll be doing a review on the JC Wings Japan Airlines Boeing 747-400, the JAL 10747, and the Tsurumaru Livery Scheme in a 1/200 scale model. I pre-ordered and purchased this model from Troy's Toys, whose store is based out of Overland Park, Kansas, here in the United States of America, and his website address is www.troystoysinc.com. But first, allow me to share you some information about the history of Japan Airlines, if you would please. Japan Airlines is a Japanese-based airline that was founded and established on August 1st, 1951, and officially commenced operations 4 months later on October 25th, 1951, using a Martin 202 aircraft named Mokusai. Japan Airlines is also the national flag carrier airline for the country of Japan, as well as the country's second largest airline carrier after ANA All Nippon Airways, as the headquarters of Japan Airlines is located in the Nomura Fudosan Tennisu building in the Shinagawa Ward District section of Tokyo, Japan, while the airline's main hub and operations are located on the grounds of Tokyo Haneda International Airport, which is located approximately 8.7 miles south of the Central District section of Tokyo, Japan, and Narita International Airport, which is located approximately 37 miles east of the Central District section of Tokyo, Japan, in the Tokyo suburban city of Narita, Japan, while the airline's secondary hubs are located on the grounds of Osaka Kansai International Airport, located in Osaka, Japan, and Itami Airport, which is also located in Osaka, Japan. And the focus cities of Japan Airlines are located at Fukuoka Airport, located in Fukuoka, Japan, Nagoya Shibuya Central Air International Airport, located in Nagoya, Japan, Naha Airport, located in Okinawa, Japan, and New Chitose Airport, located in Sapporo, Japan. Japan Airlines currently flies to 92 destinations throughout Asia, North America, South America, Europe, and Oceania, with an operating fleet of 162 aircraft with no unfulfilled orders pending on this aircraft, as this aircraft is no longer operating in Japan Airlines fleet at the time of this video review posting. And as of July 2018, or at the time of this video review posting, Japan Airlines currently operates as a certified 4-star airline carrier according to the international airline review firm Skytrax magazine, and the Boeing customer code for Japan Airlines on this particular aircraft is 46. Okay, let's take a look at the front of the box. You see here, you see the JAL's 10747 commemorative logo there, the JAL logo, the Japan Airlines title, as well as the airline's logo in the background, as well as the computer generated picture of the aircraft type, the We Support UNICEF decal, as well as the 1/200 scale die-cast aircraft model, and it'll make information at the lower part of the box. And now you're looking at the back of the box. Nothing much back there except the warning information. That's what you see there. Now you're looking at the top of the box, where you see the aircraft type, the JA100-747 decal, the JAL logo, the Japan Airlines title, as well as the Tsurumaru logo. We support UNICEF decal on the left side of the upper part of the box, as well as the 1/200 scale die-cast aircraft model information. Now you're looking at the bottom of the box, the same information that I showed you at the top of the box I showed you earlier on. Okay. Now you're looking at the wooden model stand that came with the model. Very strong and sturdy, to say the least. And then you see the little customized plaque right there. You see the JAL logo, the aircraft type, as well as the scale information there on that customized plaque. And then that black pattern you see there on the model stand. The purpose of that black pattern is to prevent your model from being damaged or scratched when you put your model on the stand. That's the purpose of that black pattern there. Now you're looking at this plastic bag here, and what's inside this plastic bag are the gear replacement doors featuring the 2 little toothpicks. Please stay tuned as I go into details for the purpose of these gear replacements later on in the model review. Alright, with all that information out of the way about the history of Japan Airlines, all the details here on this box here, the wooden mount stand with the customized plaque, and the gear replacements inside that plastic back there. With no further ado, everyone, here is the model. Check it out. There it is, everyone. The JC Wings, Japan Airlines Boeing 747-400, the JAL 10747, and the Tsurumaru livery scheme in the 1/200 scale mount. Now let me go into details about this livery you see on this aircraft. This was the previous livery scheme of Japan Airlines, which was called the Tsurumaru livery scheme, that was introduced in 1989, which also featured a new logo acronym JAL, which stands for Japan Airlines. And even though the crane logo was no longer part of the logo package, it did, however, remain on the tailfins of the aircraft, as Japan Airlines sported this livery scheme from 1989 until it was replaced in 2002 by its follow-up livery scheme, which was called the Arc of the Sun livery scheme. The Tsurumaru livery scheme, including the revised logo, was created and commissioned by the consultancy firm Landor Associates, whose global headquarters is located in San Francisco, California. So, with all that information out the way about the livery, this is probably one of my favorite liveries of Japan Airlines. With that being said, let's get down to business and allow me to show you all the details on this aircraft model, shall we? Let's check it out. Alright, we're going to start at the front of the aircraft here on the port side, where you see the nose gears right here, the nose gear struts, the nose gear landing lights right there. I'll give you a better visual view of those in a moment. The nose gear door featuring the partial registration ship number on there. That's the fleet number 915. You see the Peter tubes and the static ports, what have you. The nose cone, the cockpit windows, as well as the windshield wipers. Now, more importantly, let's check out this JAL 747 decal. This commemorative decal indicated that this aircraft was the 100 Boeing 747 out of the 114 that Japan Airlines previously operated in their fleet that actually entered the Tokyo-based carrier's fleet on November 30th, 1998. Alright, we still at the front of the aircraft where you see the JAL logo right there on the front of the fuselage. This logo was also added as part of the airline's livery makeover in 1989, as the acronym for JAL stands for Japan Airlines. You also see the Japan Airlines title right there as well. Okay, and then right here on the edge of the wing, you got a bit of it. You got there's the inboard landing lights right there. I'm gonna let you see them at a different angle. Check it out. Alright, there you go. You got a better visual view of the inboard landing lights right there on the edge of the wing right there. You know, the jewels in there make it more realistic and detailed. Now we're still on the port side of the aircraft where you see these big massive engines here. And these are the General Electric CF6-80C2B1F engines that was used on this particular Japan Airlines Boeing 747-400 jumbo jetliner. You also see the engine cones right here, which are very detailed there as well. Now I'm gonna turn this aircraft model around and let you see the front of the engine, and the turbo fan blades do spin. Check it out. Now you're looking at the front of the engines, no engine strikes, but the turbo fan blades do spin. We're gonna start inside the engines here first, right here, and then the outer engine. Okay, and then you slide over here. Got a better visual view of the inboard landing lights that I showed you earlier, as well as the landing bogey gears on the port side of the aircraft, featuring the landing gear struts as well as the landing gear doors. Now you're looking at the front of the engine on the starboard side. No engine strikes, but the turbofan do spin over here as well. There and there. And then you slide over this way, at the inboard landing lights right there on the edge of the wing, as well as the landing bogey gears, the landing gear doors, as well as the landing gear struts on the starboard side. Now you're looking at the front of the aircraft where you got a better visual view of the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, the nose cone, the nose gear doors, the nose gear landing lights you see there, the landing gear struts, as well as the realistic landing gear doors. So with that said, I'm going to take it back to the port side of the aircraft because there's more information to share with you over there as well. Let's check it out. Now you're looking at the winglet here on the port side of the aircraft, where you see the JAL decal right there, which I meant the acronym, which stands for Japan Airlines, including the red navigation light right there that's next to the wing as well. Now behind these General Electric CF680C2B1F engines, you got a better visual view of the landing gears here on the port side, landing gear struts, landing gear door, as well as the center bogey gear there as well. Alright, we're at the back of the aircraft here on the port side still, and you see the We Support UNICEF decal you see there. UNICEF actually stands for the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund and was created by the United Nations General Assembly on December 11, 1946 to provide emergency fund and health care to countries that have been devastated by World War II, as Japan Airlines is a major, strong supporter of this organization. And then you see the Japanese flag decal right here, right there. And this flag decal represents the country where Japan Airlines currently operates from, as Japan Airlines is the national flag carrier airline for the country of Japan. And then right above the Boeing 747 decal, as well as next to the Japanese flag decal, you see the registration ship number JA8915. Registration ship number JA8915. Not only was this aircraft the 100 Boeing 747 that actually entered the Japan Airlines fleet, this is also Japan Airlines' 30th Boeing 747-400 jetliner to operate in the airline's fleet. And the first test flight on this aircraft took place on November 16, 1998, and was delivered to Japan Airlines 2 weeks later on November 30, 1998. Unfortunately, and however, this aircraft was eventually converted to a Boeing 747-400 Boeing converted freighter aircraft sometime in 2008, then was sold to Kalitta Air on December 15, 2010. Alright, this aircraft is still flying, but it's flying under the cargo carrier of Kalitta Air. Now we're still at the back of the aircraft here on the port side, and next to the L5 rear door is the Boeing 747 decal right there. Japan Airlines previously at one time registered and operated as many as 114 Boeing 747s in their fleet from 1970 to 2011, which included 44 of these iconic jetliners, as Japan Airlines received their very first Boeing 747-400, which bears the registration ship number JA8071 on January 25, 1990, and took delivery of their 44th and last Boeing 747-400 jetliner, which bears the registration ship number JA8922 on July 31, 2001. Unfortunately, Japan Airlines retired its last Boeing 747-400 on March 2, 2011, when it flew from Honolulu International Airport in Honolulu, Hawaii to Tokyo Narita International Airport in Tokyo, Japan, as Japan Airlines flight JL075 after 41 years of serving the Japan Airlines fleet. Alright, now let's talk about the logo that's displayed on this tail fin of this aircraft here. This is the current logo of Japan Airlines, which is actually called a Tsurumaru, which represents a Japanese crane with extended wings, as the red color on the logo actually symbolizes happiness, and the ideal for the logo actually came from Japanese tradition, which views the crane as a symbol of long life, prosperity, and good health. You also see the JAL logo on JAL decal on there on that Tsurumaru logo right there as well. Alright, we're still at the back of the aircraft here on the port side, and what you see there is the Apu Exhaust, which stands for Auxiliary Power Unit, and the hole there is very realistic and detailed there as well. There, and underneath the Apu Exhaust hole, this is called the strobe light right there, as well as the entire aircraft from the rear view angle. Check it out. There it is, everyone, the Japan Airlines Boeing 747-400 jetliner from the rear view angle. Now you're looking at the front of the aircraft here on the starboard side, where you see the nose gears, the nose gear struts, the nose gear landing lights, the nose gear door featuring the fleet number 915, as well as the pitot tubes and static ports, the nose cone, the cockpit windows, the windshield wiper, the JAL's 100 747 decal, the front cargo container loading door, the JAL decal, which I mentioned earlier. The acronym stands for Japan Airlines. The Japan Airlines title on the upper part of the front part of the aircraft, as well as the inboard landing lights on the edge of the wing here on the starboard side. Now you're looking at the General Electric CF6-80C2B1 engines here on the starboard side, featuring the engine cones here as well as there. Now you're looking at the white painted winglet here on the starboard side, featuring the JAL decal on there, including the green navigation light on the edge of the winglet. Alright, now you're looking at the back of the aircraft here on the starboard side, where you see the rear cargo container loading door, the AFT bulk bin door, the We Support UNICEF decal, the Boeing 747 decal, the registration ship number, the Japanese flag decal right there, as well as the Tsurumaru logo that's displayed here on this aircraft. I forgot to add some more information about the Tsurumaru logo. Okay, here it is. The Tsurumaru logo was originally designed in 1958 by Jerry Huff, the creative director of the consultancy firm of Botsford, Consultancy, and Gardner, whose headquarters is located in San Francisco, California. However, the revised logo was created and recommissioned by the consultancy firm of Landor Associates, whose global headquarters is located in San Francisco, California, as this was the airline's official logo from 1958 up until 2002. Then was temporarily replaced with the Arc of the Sun logo, and after sporting the Arc of the Sun logo for 9 years, plus a corporate restructuring in 2010, the Japan Airlines returned to displaying the classic Tsurumaru logo on their aircraft on April 1st, 2011, and has been sporting this signature logo ever since, as this logo can be displayed and seen on just about every Japan Airlines aircraft flying today. Alright, before I show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in full detail, I'm going to let you check out one feature, which is the rolling gears. They're a little challenging. Sometimes some 747 gears roll, some don't, but it is what it is. But at least it does tilt. And you see the nose gear right here, it does swivel, as you can see there. Okay, so with that being said, allow me to show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft. Let's check it out. Now you're looking at the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft. We'll start at the front here. You see the nose cone painted in the silver cheat line right there. You see the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, the pilot's escape hatch door. You see the anti-collision beacon light right there, along with the 2 high-frequency antennas there on that distinctive hump. And then you see there the ADF antennas in 3D. And then you come back here, you see the tail here, as well as the horizontal stabilizer. You see the 2 little dots on the edge of the horizontal stabilizer, as well as over here. Those are the illuminator lights that light up this tail here when it flew during nighttime. Now let's check out the wings, everyone. No wing walkway, but you got the flaps, slats, ailerons, spoilers, what have you. You see the engines there. You see the registration ship number on there. The Japanese decal right there. The fuel dump valve, as well as the winglet with the JAL decal painted on that winglet. Now let's check out the wings here on the port side here. No wing walkway, but you got the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers. You see the engines there. Fuel dump valve and the winglet here with the JAL decal on the painted on this white looking winglet. Now you're looking at the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft. We see the nose cone, partial white and partial gray under there. The closed nose gear door, as well as the open nose gear door, the nose gear. See, come here, high frequency antenna there. The anti-collision beacon light right there, the hole where the stand goes in at. Then you're looking at the center bogey gears right here. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, they tilt a little bit. Okay, perfect. Then you come back here, a couple more high frequency antennas, pressure relief valve, and the APU housing doors right there, as well as the horizontal stabilizers underneath. Let us check out the landing gears here on the wings. A little challenging tilting, but it's all good. See the flaps, slats, aileron spoilers here underneath here. The engines, the registrating ship number, fuel dump valve, and the winglet. Now let's check out this side here. The gears over here, a little challenge tilting, but it's alright. See the flaps, slats, aileron spoilers right there underneath. The engines, the fuel dump valve, and the winglet here on this side of the aircraft as well. Now, since I've showed you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft in full detail, now I'm getting ready to put this model on that nice looking wooden stand that I showed you earlier. So with no further ado, everyone, here is the model on the stand. Check it out. Okay, fine, got this model on the stand, no problem, no hesitation. Now you're seeing this model being displayed in the takeoff landing position here on the port side. Now you're looking at the front of the aircraft in the takeoff landing position with the model on the stand. Now you're seeing this model being displayed on the stand in the takeoff landing position on the starboard side. Now you're seeing this model in the takeoff landing position from the tail cam angle. Okay, before I take this model off the stand, I got in this position for the reason, and the reason is I'm going to take off these gears, starting with the front nose gear. They are retractable. Hold on. There we go. There. Sometimes these gears can be a little challenging to getting off, but it's all good. And then you're talking about the gears here on the port side there. The gears here. The gears here on the starboard side. There. As well as the center bogey gears. I'm going to take these. I got to take this off the stand here. Check this out. They magnetic as well. There. And there. Okay. So, since I got all the gears off this model, I'm going to let you see this model at a different angle without the gears. Check it out. Alright, now you're seeing this model being displayed without the gears and in flight mode position right there. You got one or two options how you want to display your model from this point on. One option is you want to continue to display your model like that without the gears. That's fine. You see these little gear replacement doors inside this plastic bag here. That's the purpose of these gear replacements, is to substitute your gears while you display your model like this in in-flight mode. Or you can keep the gears on in a gear down position. Gears up without the gears or gears down, your choice. I choose to leave the gears on mine because it adds more value to the model. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and put these gears back on this model, take this model off the stand, and go ahead and wrap up this model review. Alright, let's roll. Now let's talk about the seating configuration on this jetliner. This particular Japan Airlines Boeing 747-400 seated 348 passengers in a 3-class configured cabin layout. Now here's the breakdown that run from rows 1 to 5, which is the main deck. That will be from here to here. You have 12 first class JAL Sky Sleeper solo seats, and rows 9 to 31, which will be from here to about right here. You have 77 executive class JAL Shell flatbed seats, and rows 15 to 21, which is the upper deck, which will be from here to here. You have an additional 22 executive class JAL Shell flatbed seats, which brings the total to 99 executive class JAL Shell flatbed seats, and rows 40 to 67, which will be from here to about right here, back to aircraft. You have an additional 237 economy class seats, which brings the total to 348 seats. And finally, Japan Airlines previously utilized the Boeing 747-400 mostly on international routes from their hubs at Tokyo Narita, Tokyo Haneda, Osaka Kansai, and Nagoya and Itami airports respectively to worldwide destinations such as Seattle, Los Angeles, Chicago O'Hare, New York JFK, Atlanta, Milan Malpensa, San Francisco, Vancouver, Mexico City via Vancouver, Sao Paulo via New York JFK, Hong Kong, Honolulu, Frankfurt, Berlin Tegel, London Heathrow, Manila, Fukuoka, and Sydney, Australia. Well, everyone, this will conclude this model review. I'd like to know, you got this model, or you plan on getting this model if you can find it, because this model has become very hard and scarce to find as we speak. But with that said, take care, God bless, stay tuned, there's more model content coming. Peace.